ourselves and our family, spend our time on the fun stuff, and not have to concentrate too much on the vagaries of accounting and corporate law. And honestly, I have never met a small business owner who said they are starting their business to get rich. Take a drive down Hawthorne, Belmont, or Division, and you pass 100 small businesses. Their owners are struggling and concerned, but they're hanging on after a few rough years, and believe me, few, if any of them, are bringing home a dependable, comfortable living, let alone $250,000 a year. That's who we are. And we are all in competition with bigger companies who have more resources and more clout and more political influence. So here's my story. My husband and I run a small business called Traveling Lantern. We are both professional actors who needed a retirement, and since there's no such thing as a 401k for actors, we decided to create our own. Our product is unusual. We bring low-cost children's theater performances to schools, libraries, and national parks around the country. Our two biggest customers are the New York Public Library and Yosemite National Park. We hire young actors ages 18 to 30 to travel and perform for us, and we're proud to be able to give struggling artists well-paying work. We are not a nonprofit. Just like most other businesses, we charge for our services and we do not accept donations. Our business has never generated anywhere near $250,000 a year in profit, but it has in the past been a good living, doing honest work, creating a real product, and providing a valuable and beloved service to children. I cannot possibly describe the joy of bringing theater to kids. We get to see their imaginations come alive, we get to inspire them, we get to hear them laugh and scream and get excited while they learn and experience great stories. It really, 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 really does not get better than our job. Traveling Lantern was the last arts program that most of the schools we visited had under Bush's educational policy. Everything else, arts-wise, was slowly being strangled out of the curriculum by No Child Left Behind regulations. One of our shows, The Life of Mozart, requires the use of 2 folding chairs, a table, and a music stand, which the schools would provide for us. Fewer and fewer, and eventually not a single music stand could be found in any school we performed at across the nation. We had to buy our own. Yet Traveling Lantern was a beloved and anticipated part of the school year, and it touched us deeply that sometimes kids would do things like have Christmas paper drives and stuff to raise the $495 that it cost to bring us to their school. In 2004, our company performed over 1,500 shows in 26 states. Yet even in our best year, my husband and I never made more than about $65,000 for ourselves. That's with both of us working full-time, more than 60 hours a week, with no vacations and no days off. In October 2008, the Great Recession hit, and 90% of our business dried up overnight. Schools and libraries across the nation had their budgets slashed, had to cancel their bookings with us, and I soon realized that we could not recover. I came to the gut-wrenching realization that we would have to declare bankruptcy if there was any chance of us saving the last 10% of the business that was left. My husband and I lost everything in bankruptcy but our protected retirement savings, and we soon lost half of that in the tanking stock market. We had no unemployment insurance to fall back on because we were self-employed. I was 49 years old, my husband was 53. We had lost a decade of work in the prime of our lives, and we were now starting over. Oh, and by the way, a note to any Republicans, we hadn't bought a home we could not afford. We rented. And we hadn't lived a lifestyle that was beyond our means. We didn't have the time. We were too busy working. Traveling Lantern used to be able to employ 10 to 12 young actors full-time every season, and now we can only hire 2 to 4 per year as independent contractors part-time. Taxes? Taxes are the least of my worries. Taxes are not a business model, they're a bill. They make zero impact on hiring, firing, or any major business decisions. It's simple. I hire people to work for me when I have work that needs to be done. Don't believe the lies. It's not complicated. More business, more hiring. And so, what do I need as a small business owner? What I need is a level playing field in an ethical financial environment. What I need is a middle-class economy that is not gasping for air. What I need is for the top 2% to pay as much as taxes as you and I do. Let the Bush tax cuts expire on the top 2%. We need to fix the rigged economic game so that you and I really do have a chance to work our butts off and achieve some kind of livelihood and security. You know, that thing we used to call the American dream? We need Wall Street regulation. so that the kind of rampant, destructive greed of the past decades cannot sweep through this country again like a tornado and destroy all the honest, productive small businesses like yours and mine. I am pleased that the President is hopeful that together we can rebalance the ethics and economy of this country. And I am angry at the obstruction that has been aimed at him. I've had enough, and now I'm going to make some noise on Facebook, on Twitter, to my friends, to my neighbors, to my elected officials, in letters to the editor, at rallies, at protests, here, there, and everywhere. And I am on call for President Obama, reporting for duty. I urge you to fight back and join the movement to support his agenda. Let's support this president we worked so hard to elect. He is working hard to support us. Thank you.
Great speech.